All right, coffee's in chat, everybody. Coffee's in chat. Real quick before you watch this video. Number one, I'm in a robe. Number two, this is full of spoilers. If you don't want to see anything about March of the Machine, the Aftermath, before it starts officially spoiling, turn this off. Come back, see what a time machine reaction looks like. Look, it's not even 7 a.m. yet, and we got crazy magic news coming at us. Discord was blowing up. I was up early to work on some other stuff, and just getting pinged over and over again. March of the Machine Aftermath. What you're looking at right here is a collector booster box of it. This is just an opening. I've seen through a little bit of this, but I was like, I have to shoot this video before I see the rest of these cards. We're gonna blind react to an actual Aftermath collector booster box opening. Check the description for a link to this video so you can watch it in full if you'd like before it gets taken down or this guy gets arrested.
Highest level of gratitude to our patrons who power the channel through Patreon. Check out the Patreon link in the description to learn about monthly giveaways, VIP Discord access, and even our official playmat.
All right, let's take a look at this.
What's everybody out there doing today? I don't even know how I got this, but my buddy called me up like a week ago and said, I've got 22 collector's boxes, real cheap, from March of the Machine. Do you want them? I was like, yeah, I definitely do. I was on my honeymoon, so I was like, I'll pick them up when I get back.
All right, so he was on his honeymoon and his buddy called him and said, I got some March of the Machine boxes real cheap, and they turned out to be Aftermath boxes. All right, that's the backstory. Let's look at these cards. We're gonna do just a lot of skipping around here. The packs, everything looks absolutely legit. Remember that these have fewer cards than traditional booster packs in them. The set is smaller. As we can see, the showcase frames from the different planes is a thing that is going to continue. We've got Nissa Resurgent Animist. Now, what we're not going to do is a ton of like card analysis right now. Jake and I are going to be covering this at length. I know it because we were very interested in what's going on with this set. But I am going to try and stop on the relevant pieces, and we can see maybe what the effects will be of some of these cards in the market as people start to see them and start overreacting to them, quite honestly. Elf or Elemental card relevancy on Nissa Resurgent Animist. We've seen Kenris Royal Funeral, Nashi Moon's Legacy here, Legendary or Rat card from your graveyard. We've got some sort of tribal synergies happening there that might end up being relevant. We've got a special type of foiling, as you can see here on the cards in these packs. This is reminiscent to me of the Warhammer cards. If you've seen those, this foiling looks very similar to those to me. And so now we're able to pull that type of foiling out of a booster pack. Side note, this uncommon seems pretty bomb, not gonna lie. Actually seems fairly relevant. Another Nashi there. We've got some sorceries. Sarkhan in the Tarkir frame. We'll kind of pause here on this one for a second. It's a dragon strategy, and dragon strategy there's just been so many new cards printed into that strategy over the last 2 years. The good ones rise to the top, and so if this ends up being one of the fantastic dragons pieces, you know, it really will be one of the pieces that takes off. But if it's not strong, it just isn't gonna pop just because it happens to be a piece of dragons. Rocco coming back, Streets of New Capenna Legend there, getting another card. And then we've got tokens. Campus Renovation in the Strixhaven archive style. So pretty much confirmed from seeing these packs, we're gonna get a lot of showcase style frames in these packs. And that might be part of the draw to it, is these new cards in that old style, that old flame. Look at this one coming up, y'all. You got to see this one. Niv Mizzet Supreme. I watched up to this point, and this is exactly when I saw this card. This is when I was like, okay, I'm going to make a quick video about this. I checked how many views the video had. I was like, this needs to be wider out there because some of these cards might have wider implications on cards in the market, and we want to be in the know so that we can work against bad actors, knowing all of the information, because that's always a better position to be in. Metropolis Reformer, Danitha from Dominaria coming back. Aura and equipment card. Shocker! Then we got the Ren and Realmbreaker token. So we do get some tokens that were from the previous set. Feast of the Victorious Dead featuring that Kaldheim. We got a lot of etched in these. A lot of etched foils in these packs. Jake's favorite commander in the entire game making another appearance in MTG. Jarina, who sits on shelves herself, showing up to exile a graveyard. 2 mana human soldier that can sack hexproof indestructible. That's not irrelevant. That is a pretty solid card. Got a enchantment removal here. We'll pause on so you can read that one for a second. Pause the video if you need a little longer to read it. We saw the other showcase frame here. We will take just a minute to make sure that we can see this one here. Ayaya's Oath Sworn. That is with the Eldraine showcase frame on it. And then we had the other card in there along with that incubator token. Ravnica's showcase frame. We're getting more of those. That's a good thing. I love this frame. I really do think it's a good take. Death Rattle Oni. Got another Joel Rail card. Human Druid. Joel Rail's been getting a lot of attention lately. This might be a new character that they're really going to push to the forefront of the story. Samet getting a showcase frame with the Amonkhet showcase special frame there. New version of Samet Mythic from the set here. First Strike, Vigilance, and Haste. Let's see if we can see the power toughness on that. It is a 2/3 for 3 there. Deals combat damage if that creature entered, draw a card, so it has to do with a little haste strategy. In foil, I don't mind the frame too much. I still don't like the typesetting. I said that a couple of times. I don't like the text on those and how that turned out overall. Another Feast of the Victorious Dead. Oh, there's that new foiling there. I haven't seen that on all of them, and so that must be another variant that you can get inside these, because you've got a regular foil here. So we've got we've got etched, we've got the halo foiling or whatever they're calling it, we've got regular foiling, and not to bury the lead too much here, Training Grounds reprint at rare. Training Grounds reprint at rare into standard. Nonetheless, this is a major reprint for the set. This is a card that we've needed copies of, a lot of copies of in the market for a while here. So this is actually pretty big reprint news there with Training Grounds coming out of Aftermath. Retro foils, yet another thing. This is a mythic. Leyline Immersion. Enchant legendary creature has ward 2, tap, add 5 in any combination of colors for 4 mana. At Mythic, that's one of your mythics in the set there. And we've got a retro frame card in this set as well. They are really packing this set with as many tricks as they know. If we see a serialized card in these packs, they are really just pulling out all the stops for March of the Machine, the Aftermath, even ahead of going into Commander Masters later this year. Getting the retro there. Pia Nalar making an appearance, getting another legendary creature card there that you could play in Commander. Thopters, relevant Thopter cards might be a thing. As we move into the last couple of packs here, another Halo foil. Maybe it's the first card of every pack is that type of foiling. Got etched there. Another look at the Halo, got etched. We saw that's a Pia Nalar that we just passed. Another Kenrith Royal, which we've seen. Looks like we've got another Kamigawa Nashi Moon's Legacy in the Kamigawa frame. So legendary rat tribal relevance there. Little Tranquil Frill back as you're etched there in the back. All right, so that cancels that out. This looks like a regular foil to me. This doesn't look like the Halo, and if this was the very first one out of the pack here, we see the token, yeah, into a regular foil there. The foiling does look good on that. There's a lot of negative space on that card, so that really helps that foiling. But the foiling does look good. Undercity Upheaval, I think I saw a mythic symbol after this one. Wow, there's a legendary creature version of Kiora, so this has lore implications as well. we've got some planeswalkers losing their spark. Kiora providing a legendary option for Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, Serpent. Sea Monster tribal with Kiora, Sovereign of the Deep. That's actually kind of cool. As somebody who likes to play big creatures and turn them sideways, that's pretty cool. Lore-wise, I'm not really, I read the story, but I'm not super tapped into that side of things. So the lore masters in the community are going to have to tell me what exactly is going on here with Kiora not being a planeswalker any longer. Urborg Scavengers there. We saw a borderless training grounds underneath that. Love that. That's pretty excellent. Got the Urborg Scavengers there as a rare. Vesuvan Drifter. Little shapeshifter. That's not... You can look at the top card of your library at any time. Those effects are pretty relevant. The creature card comes a copy except it has flying. Nice. Like I said, we'll really review these cards in depth. Number one, once this is all confirmed as completely official. It looks really official. This looks absolutely real, I have to say. Got another campus renovation, reckless handling. That was our Niv Mizzet Supreme again. Oh, there's the Danitha. Plargan Nasari. All right, that's a new legend there. Strixhaven characters. I think the rest of this pack was all cards that we had seen before in the etched. Wondering exactly where the price of these collector booster boxes falls out, because unless some of these cards are insanely pushed or they really have some sort of chase variant in here. I want to go back just a second and double check. Yeah, so we saw the reckless handling, and then we saw Danitha into the dragon, into another Danitha, and then our Plargan Nasari. 3 packs left in this collector booster pack here. Really interested to see if we get some sort of really crazy final hit. I'm seeing a lot of duplication, to be completely honest. I'm seeing a lot of the same cards over and over again. Choose land, create 3 tokens that are copies of it for 6 mana, and they're 3/3s with Vigimenace. Arnie making an appearance, character from Kaldheim. Looks like we've got an attacking legend there. Lots of new legends, tons of new legends, but we kind of knew that was going to be part of this set. So there's one of these foiled, we'll call them Halo foiled. I don't know, tell me in chat what I'm supposed to call this type of foiling. Got this deeper in the pack now. I think, at least I had only noticed it previously. There's a training ground, so as you would assume, we're getting base extended etched of training ground at the very least. We know that's going to be in there. But that other type of foiling looks like any of the slots that we have in the pack can just sort of upshift that different foiling. So it's another variant that you can chase. Vampire Love, don't know if you saw that card. Vampire Love there with a little anthem effect. Another Drifter in a different, another Scavengers. That was the last slot as well. Interesting there. So, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of the same cards. It's kind of strange, honestly. There's another copy of Niv Mizzet. Another Pia Nalar. Deification here. Okay, this is a new one. It's a mythic Narset. Creatures you control have prowess. Straight up. For red, white, and blue in 1. Wow. Pretty strong seeming. Have to play with it, but that seems like it could be fun to build around. A big takeaway for me on this is that I saw a lot of the same card there. A lot of different variants of the same card, but a lot of the same card nonetheless. That mythic slot, whatever slot it is that can present a mythic to you, that seemed to be where the variation was of these packs, but I saw a lot of the same card, and I just don't know. That's a very strange, this could be a one-off, very small sample size, obviously, but what did you see? What was your favorite new card that you saw out of these? What implications do you think the cards that we saw have? Let me know down in the comments, and we'll watch this as it continues to unfold. I'm gonna go get some caffeine now. Good morning.